Imagine driving up to an aircraft that weighs in excess of 390,000 pounds. This monstrous beast can open from the front and back and simultaneously load cargo. With that, there is also 73 seats open for passengers in the totally separate compartment. My name is Justin Hodges, and I'm going to tell you about being a crew member on the Air Force's C-5. Today I'm going to talk about the large items we can carry and how that is important to the country's strategic abilities, the large aircraft compared to the smaller ones, and how much we can save as taxpayers using one aircraft compared to three. First, let us look at the items we can carry. The C-5 alone can carry over 200,000 pounds of cargo and personnel, up to 2 CH-47s and all their gear associated with it. Those are very large twin-propellered aircraft or helicopters that everyone has seen in the air. Also, we're able to move specialized cargo, like the unmanned rockets that NASA sends to space for various experiments. Now that you have the basic idea of the large items that we can carry, let's see the differences between the C-5 and the smaller aircraft in the Air Force's inventory. The Air Force essentially has a C-5, a C-17, and a C-130. That means nothing more than the C for cargo, and the variance in numbers is just different types of aircraft. The C-17 first. This aircraft can carry roughly half the cargo as the C-5, but not including the passengers. The capability of the 73 additional passengers upstairs when the cargo compartment is full is the actual difference. I was just telling you about a CH-47. C-17 can carry one, the C-5 can carry two. The legs on the C-17 are a little shorter than the C-5, but eventually they'll all end up in the same place. The passenger load as well is different when you carry anything on the C-17 compared to the C-5. The C-130, however, it cannot carry any of the outsized cargo. It can carry roughly 90 passengers, and that would be essentially without any gear at all. It has 6 pilot positions, which is about 1/6 the size of a C-5. So when you think about that, it's 1/6 of what it can carry minus the passengers. It also can't carry anything other than the size of a Humvee, so to most people that would be a car or a large pickup truck. Now that you know a little bit about the 3 main Air Force cargo and passenger movers, now let's look at how it compares to saving money, especially in today's environment when it comes to being fiscally responsible. Everything today has a cost associated to it, and the military is no different. We call it an operating cost and pass it on to the units that we move. Now, the C-5 is roughly $24,000 per hour that we fly. C-17, $13,000, and a C-130, $6,000. Basic math is going to tell you that a fully utilized C-5 can fly for 2 hours at a cost of about $48,000. But to move the same amount of cargo, it may take up to 3 C-17s, and that over a 2-hour period will cost you $78,000. This is not inclusive, but shows that there is a savings by limiting the number of aircraft, especially when we are so limited on money. You should know that the basic understanding and the costs associated with moving cargo and passengers. We can now look at everything else today that we went over. Today, I told you some information about the large items we are able to carry on the C-5 and how that can help its strategic capability, the different types of aircraft that we currently have in use in the Air Force and what they can carry as well, and the potential savings of the larger aircraft moving one load compared to multiple loads. Thank you, and have a good day.